Hi, Benji here, and inspired by this story, I'm going to break down how being woke has been co-opted to undermine justice, and why we can't let it slide. This story is about former Defense Secretary Grant Shapps calling the Royal Navy's decision to rename a submarine from HMS Agincourt to HMS Achilles woke nonsense. Whether you agree with the name change or not, calling what is essentially a diplomatic choice woke is deliberate distortion. It has absolutely nothing to do with the actual meaning of wokeness, its roots in black liberation, or justice work in general. Stay woke was first used by black people in the US in the early 20th century as a warning to other black people to remain aware of racially motivated threats. For example, blues musician Lead Belly used the term in his 1938 protest song Scottsboro Boys about 9 black teenagers who were falsely accused of a heinous crime by 2 white women. The idea that black people needed to stay woke was reinforced by prominent black figures like MLK in the 60s, Spike Lee in the 80s, and Erykah Badu in 2008. It's this meaning that was widely popularized in 2014 through the Black Lives Matter movement, later expanding to describe having a broader awareness of injustice. At its core, wokeness is about survival, but it's now been deliberately twisted into a sneering insult that right-wing politicians and bigots hurl at anything that remotely suggests progress, inclusion, or sensitivity. If something challenges the status quo, or is just something they disagree with, it's branded as woke to undermine it. The goal is to make sure that when people hear the word or see it being used by communities fighting for justice, they immediately assume it must be describing something that's trivial, extreme, or an overreaction. Which is the point. This isn't just a case of language naturally evolving over time as language does. It's a deliberate, intentional distortion. When people in power co-opt and weaponize language like this, it isn't harmless semantics. It's a tool to delegitimize real struggles and make justice seem laughable, which is something we absolutely should be pushing back against. Hope that helps. Bye.